Well, very good afternoon to you and to the viewers at home. Unfortunately, it's very, very loud where I'm currently standing. But just to paint a picture of what's actually going on right now, we had some members, some union members coming in and disrupting the proceedings of the day. The MC just stepped on the stage announcing that nobody will be giving a speech, but the gist of the matter actually started when the ANC representative Naledi Pandor went on stage to greet the workers, and the workers then resulted by jeering her on stage, where the likes of SACP leader Blaine Zimande ascended on the stage. Instead, people were actually, some workers were actually cheering for him. Unfortunately, when President Jacob Zuma came in, he was greeted by boos and cheers. Some people actually saying that chanting Zuma must actually go. But if I'll ask my camera operator Kolani to actually show you what's actually going on, and if I'll actually step out of the frame, this is what you actually see right now. The president on stage trying to calm the situation, but you can see right now that police are actually forming a barrier here, just in between the fences, cornering people off from getting to the stage. We spoke to several people earlier on, several leaders like Ace Mahashule, the likes of Mam Naledi Pandor, Mam Oli, and all leaders have actually called for unity today. Some leaders have said that people should put their differences aside and unite for the workers' cause. We also spoke to President of COSATU, Ushtumo Dlamini, pleading with the workers, asking for the workers, to just celebrate and commemorate this day and forget everything else. But interestingly enough, when he also ascended on stage, we had people cheering him and booing him. Some others actually indicating that he should actually change and also step down as well. As we know that the lines is quite strained. The likes of SACP, COSATU affiliates as well, like Nahau, like SATU, like CW, has asked and called for President Jacob Zuma to step down. Funny enough, President Jacob Zuma is in the marquee underneath there, just quite sitting still and not doing anything. We just got snippets. If I'll also ask my colleague Kolani if he can actually show you what is actually going on. There's some COSATU leaders who seem to be in a meeting behind us, somewhat talking about the situation and what's actually going on right now, whether to carry on with the situation, with the program, or to actually cancel the program or not. We heard the speaker saying that only a memorandum will be handed over to employers, but the program will not go on. There will be no speeches that actually go on for the remainder of the day, as some workers have actually disrupted the proceedings of the day. And workers truly are not having it at all. They are not backing down. They're not retaliating, still chanting behind us, Zuma must fall. If I also ask my cameraman, my camera operator, I beg your pardon, Kolani, to actually show you what is actually going on. Police have formed a barricade between us. There's a fence, and as you can see right now, people chanting, workers chanting, Ace must go, Zuma must go, and workers really aren't having it. They seem to be very, very disgruntled. Leaders have tried calming them down, asking that, they have order, they have discipline, but workers are not listening to those calls. Several leaders, I beg your pardon, have gotten on the stage, pleaded with the workers to somewhat calm the situation. And just earlier on, the Premier Ace Mahashule had said that if there be any anarchy, then the true anarchists will actually show themselves. And in his words, this is what he means by anarchy. Back to you in studio.
Well, thank you so much, Natasha, for that update. I can see that the situation is actually very tense. So where you are, I saw a glass bottle that had actually made its way over the fence, actually past or near rather the SAPS barricade there. Are some of the other members of the COSATU or different unions actually armed with other weapons apart from glass bottles or any sharp objects? Do you think that perhaps there could be a need for tear gas to be dispersed later on if the crowd continues to be rowdy?
Could you please repeat the question?
I was saying, Natasha, while your cameraman was showing me visuals, I did notice a glass bottle that made its way across the fence. I know it's a bit loudy, so you might be struggling to hear me, but would there be a need for tear gas to be dispersed? Are the crowds armed with anything sharper or anything harmful?
Well, at this stage, at this moment in time, we don't know where this is actually going. But what I can tell you is that police contingency is very, very high. As you can see, these police officers, if I once again step out of the frame, they're forming a barricade, just somewhat also protecting the president. Security around the president is very, very, tense. So I beg your pardon, security is very tight around the president. It seems as if there is any form of retaliation, police will do what they have to do to actually calm the situation right now. But all that we do know right now is that the program will no longer continue as it was supposed to continue. A memorandum will be handed over to the employers, and the program will subsequently just end. And then, as you can hear behind me, workers are currently booing the person who's actually on stage right now. So as of now, we cannot confirm, but we don't even know if tear gas or any other form of violence will be needed to actually calm this crowd that seems relentless and that seems as if they will continue with their stances until their grievances are raised. As you know, that at the heart of this matter is when President Jacob Zuma decided, to move his cabinet reshuffle, to actually reshuffle his cabinet, and this is when the whole program started, where people have called for his head and called that he step down as the country's president. So these workers are just unrelentless. They're just saying that they want President Jacob Zuma to step down. They want their demands to be heard today.
Well, thank you so much for that update. That was our reporter Natasha Phiri joining us live from Mangaung in the Free State, where the situation is currently tense, as you can see from the visuals there, and the program has been suspended temporarily. No speeches will be given, but we'll keep you updated on the progress of things in Mangaung there in the Free State.